Hi there. Before we get started, we have a couple of quick announcements. First, we have Pavel from the show Eerie Exploits joining us on our adventures in Thar. In Eerie Exploits, a ragtag group of delinquent menaces faces off with the evil corporate overlords in a post-capitalistic hellscape. Check them out. If you don't already love them, you will. You're welcome. On a heavier note, recently a tragedy struck a member of the Tavern GG family, resulting in the loss of a child. Please see our GoFundMe linked in the description below. It would mean a lot to us if you would make a donation to show support for her family in this nightmarish time. Thank you. So without further ado...
Hello friends, welcome to the world of Petrolith, Tharduking around.
Before you guys leave, she goes, "Oh, one more thing. I heard them talking about they're staying at the inn up at the top of the hill, the grassy knoll. They said that they're staying there while they're in town."
Much obliged, Margie. All right,
We
Mom.
shall return.
If you don't get stuck behind the door. Oh my god.
That sounds like something I would
can
do.
Push them through if they need to.
Okay, instead of going all the way around, we're gonna cut through the park.
Yeah, we know what Chinese.
I'm assuming you guys are going back to the group.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, and so when the third volley goes off, that's when Mongo comes in with their new song, and then the kites go up.
Mm-hmm. Just furiously taking
Right.
notes and nodding.
Yes, yes. Now, this is when we're going to need the walking mechanical gorilla. How are your plans for that coming, Clank?
Well, I still need to source a lot of the pieces. This
Right,
town
right,
seems to lack a lot of junkyards, but I think I have some good leads.
At this, Janus pipes up and goes, "Hey, I can sell you a walking gorilla." Like,
Is it some ape that you've kidnapped, or is it a real working gorilla? Because it's better if... Because it's going to explode at the end, and... exploding
Look.
ape is messy.
sometimes a thing can be two things, you know?
And most of the time, that doesn't make any sense.
Look, he's
Stop
pretty
being cagey.
well trained, okay? I'm just saying, if you tell him to hold something and walk, he can hold something and walk.
It sounds very much like you have a live gorilla. And I just said I didn't have any taste for exploding gorilla meat. I need something that we can set on fire without technically committing some kind of crime or at least an ethics violation. Or just really bad barbecue. Any of those I'm trying to avoid.
What do you mean bad barbecue? You never had gorilla? Jeez. Anyway, so Azilla and
I swear.
and Mongo return, and I'm assuming are going to fill you in on what's going on.
Yes, I would let Azilla, who has much better vocabulary than me, and memory.
Well, what was Margie like? Is she, Janus here seems to have pissed her off, right? Is she a reasonable sort, or was he justified in
Does
his,
she deserve having a
character
gorilla
assassination?
exploded at her?
No, she does not deserve.
We may want to keep the explosions at Margie's to a minimum.
Well, yes, she's selling boom powder, so no, we're trying not to destroy her shop or anything violent. Yes. Well, what's happening? Is she going to stop selling it, or what?
Yes, and I think we've worked out something that's going to work in really all of our favors. Plus, we have
Yes.
a lead on our hooded.
Margie being bullied, we have to help her.
Wow, you got all of that. Wow.
Yeah.
People will talk to Mongo.
Well, yes, I'm impressed. I'm a little disappointed. We had this whole thing going, but that's fine. We hadn't gotten the mechanical gorilla or anything yet, and well, fine. All right. Well, we'll just scrap all of these plans, and Reginald sets a piece of vellum on fire and just throws it in the air. Right. So what's your thing? What are we doing now? You said you
So
found
we
some
may want
ghosts.
to. Yes, we may want to intervene with them up at the inn because apparently we're all lodging at the same location. Now,
There does appear to just be the one hotel in town. That's bound to happen. All right. But what are they doing with Margie? What does this have to do with the smoke powder?
They were making her buy more so they could smuggle it in and not bring attention to themselves. Mongo proud of this one.
Oh, wow. Right. Well, it sounds like she's just as much a victim of the smoke powder market as you are here, Janus.
I wouldn't say I'm a victim of it. I usually run it.
Yes. Well, you're not running it now, which is why you came to us.
It's true.
Anyway, this just right.
Who did you
Anyway, the
say?
whole scheme is.
Who did you say
What?
was? Who did you say was contacting her, forcing her to sell this stuff?
Well, it sounds like
it
some
was,
of the,
she's getting it from Hoskaby's army.
Right. I know where it comes from. I'm saying, who's bullying her?
Two dudes in black cloaks.
It's this wretched ad nosum cultists that we've been chasing over 2 continents here. That's
Oh
what it sounds
God.
like.
Those assholes.
Yes, well, that's, as you say, the problem with gods. They tend to produce Scalpy McScalperson over here and men in black coats who are apparently bullying handicapped women. So, yes.
I encountered such problems before. People who take the word of God and use it for their own gain, usually due to a lack of understanding. See, usually a divine smite or two help.
Yes, well, it sounds like we've found the very people to point you at and so that you might exercise your particular set of skills, Al.
I do
we've
speak
got-
their language. I do speak their language. And it's violence.
Yes, well,
I can translate for you. I am fluent.
Well, I don't mean to step on your rug here, old chap, but we're no slack hand at that particular language either, aren't we, fellows?
Yeah,
Rousing the reel. Yeah.
And the silence
mind,
speaks
never mind.
tomes.
you did a real good job in Viridia there with those cultist assholes.
Yes.
Reginald?
Oh, those guys!
Those guys.
Light bulb goes on over Mongo's head.
Yeah, Mongo has finally joined the conversation.
right,
Reginald, do
right.
not despair at your company's quietness. I shall swear my first oath today to you, Reginald. I shall smite whatever comes our way as part of my crusade. May it
Well then.
lead us to those cultists in their cloaks, and may we smite them well. I heard something about
Yes.
backhand. That sounds about right.
Yeah, well, no, absolutely. Well, I dub the lab assistant then in that case.
The highest honor Reginald can bestow.
Yes, that's right. They won't let me write degrees yet, but I'm working on it. Now, well, how do we want to approach this? It sounds like we've got a much better plan than lightly intimidate a woman with no legs. Janus, I'm very disappointed in you. So... do
I
you
said
want
to be nice. I know this voice makes it sound like everything is vaguely threatening, but I said to be nice about it, okay?
Listen, we've solved all of the problems we've solved here, except for the fact that these people are in town. Do we want to try and meet them at the hotel? It might get a little bad if we try and meet them at the rooms. So in transit somewhere, especially if we can lure them outside of town. Ooh, perhaps we can rig up some sort of scheme with Margie here, where we take the smoke powder off of her hands, and then she says she was robbed or something. I don't know. Maybe then the cultists would just rough her up or kill her or something. We can't have that. Listen, I don't want to burn down the only hotel in town. That's where all of our stuff is. And we've already...
Well, they're threatening to burn down her barn or whatever.
Right.
It
so
was
we need to
in
get
there.
them. We need to get them in some place where they're not near a bunch of smoke powder, either in Margie's shop or near our digs. If we burn down that hotel, I'm certain it's going to be even more expensive than the dock we crashed into. So we can't have that.
You crashed into.
You're the one who refused to pilot the boat.
I didn't crash as badly.
I was left.
No, Clink, you crashed a different boat.
Not as badly.
It's true. And the rocks aren't going to put a lien against your boat.
Yeah. Well, you obviously can't let the artificers pilot the ship. I think we've all learned our lesson, except for Reginald, who just won't. So, there's that.
Well, Janus, do you have any empty barrels from the boom powder you've been selling along the way?
No. No, I sell the barrels.
No, we can
Well, what I
find
was
some barrels,
thinking-
though. There's just barrels.
What if we take the barrels, fill them with sand here from our coast, top them off with boom powder, we take them to Margie's, we let them take those barrels, and then we follow them out of town? Because I'm not a big fan of being blacklisted on 2 continents, and when we operate in public, we seem to find out how things go.
This is what the degree is for, Azilla. This was exactly my thinking. We pulled the old, top-inch scam on these fellows, and we just let them take it out of town, and then we follow them, and then we kick the crap out of them until they tell us where their boss is.
Guys usually aren't very talkative, but maybe maybe some light torture will get it out of them. I don't know.
Well, I feel like we've gotten better at persuading these kind of folks, and as we've discovered, we have a gentleman here who speaks the language, whether that means sending them back to their god, or whether we can get them to switch sides or renounce their ways or whatever. The problem is going to be solved. We may or may not get all the information we want, but we could probably just get it out of their rooms afterwards, if they're not willing to, talk themselves. Certainly must have some sort of marching orders or some clue as to where they've been. Listen, we've got a great plan here. I think we should go find some barrels, fill them with beach sand, let Margie on the plan, and then see how it all plays out.
I feel like I should
If
tell
there's
you.
only 2 of them, why are we trying to deceive them? There are 2.
No, because we can't just kidnap them off the street, because that's technically a crime, even though they're obviously up to something bad. And
No,
we
you
can't confront
kidnap
at
them
the
out of their beds.
Okay, that's fine. Do you
Mongo
think
has
we
a
can
point.
Pull that off? Mongo, do you think we can pull that off without burning the hotel down? Take a deep look inside and at the fellows around you, especially the gentleman over here who's covered in scalps, and just ask yourself if we can manage a little stealth operation like that without burning down the only hotel in the city. And if you feel like we
Well,
can,
why would the hotel burn? Why would it burn though? Like, I understand why Margie's shop would burn, but why would the hotel burn?
because
We're not
it's
bringing
us.
boom powder.
Little
Yeah.
green man can't stop but put things on fire.
Clay
It's
kinda-
what I'm
Yeah,
really
that's
good
fair.
at.
Clay kinda
All right?
raises her hands,
Look,
but
I'm
it's
just
like, quite confident I could get into the room unnoticed.
Okay, can you handle 2 cultists on your own?
Well,
Or maybe
no,
I'll
I
just
can
stay
go to the
outside.
door.
Listen, if I'm open to this plan, I just thought it would be better if
Oh.
we got them entirely out of town before we confronted them.
It would be nice if they led us to a group
They're
of their
picking up
friends.
their. Mongo
yeah,
forgot.
yes.
They're picking up their stuff this afternoon.
Right. No, Brinox has a point. They might be taking the smoke powder or boom powder, whatever they call it here, outside of town to some of their compatriots, and then we'll have a great many more sources of potential information. Anyway, what do we want to do? Do we want to try and kidnap them out of the hotel room, or do we want to try and follow them out of town?
Let's follow him out of town.
Yeah.
I vote follow.
Okay. Right. Well, let's just find a nice place to hide the emoji shop. Let's her in on the scheme. Technically speaking, I guess we don't even need to fake the boom powder. They're going to take it out of her shop anyway. We don't even need to.
Yeah, we can just take it from them afterwards.
Which is good because there's no
Free boom powder.
There's no beaches within like a week's walk.
I mean, these people have sand. There's a blacksmith shop here. There's a farrier. These people have sand.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, unless we get into
Gravel
a fight
and
and
shit.
explode the barrels on accident.
I was just thinking of little Janus
listen.
here.
What if I were inside of a barrel?
Ah. The old
Give it a false top.
Trojan Kenku.
Yeah, Trojan Kenku.
That doesn't sound.
Well, no, that would imply a giant wooden Kenku.
Oh crap! You're right.
No, it's a Trojan barrel, or it's
The Trojan powder keg.
something.
No, it wouldn't be a keg. The Kenku barrel. Barrel of Kenkus. Almost as much fun as a barrel of monkeys.
Somehow more neurotic.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are we putting Clank in a barrel?
I have no idea, but I'm here for it.
She really wants to go in a barrel.
Seemed fun.
Right. If you want to go in a barrel, Clank, that's all up to you. Maybe we can make the barrel.
If we're
pop.
doing barrels, can we still get a gorilla and the gorilla throws the barrels? At Italian man?
It's a good idea. And now I know what accent the cultists are gonna have.
At little Italian plumbers.
Yes. Where are we on that? Oh crap! I burnt the plans.
The real terrorists.
No, I mean,
Well,
if I'm
we'll
in the
just put a
barrel,
pin in that.
perhaps there's eavesdropping to be done, and if you guys somehow lose track of them, then I at least know where I've gone. Probably.
Well, there's that. You make a good point. As somebody said, these cultists are rather reticent when we've tried to get information from them in the past. But yes, if we put rather willing, rather distressing, really willing Kenku here in a barrel, and ship it off there, then we might get them to some information out of them before we turn them into hamburger. Great. Well, all right. Well, let's rig up a barrel here, and then the top 4 or 5 inches or so will be full of smoke powder, and the rest of it will be full of Clank. And then the rest of us will just wait surreptitiously somewhere else, and we'll follow them out of town. Everybody know what they're doing? Right. So let's get to work.
Right. I'm assuming we're able to source a barrel from somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's empty barrels in Margie's
All over the
shop.
screen.
Great. I'm gonna get to work with my artificer skills and make me a false lid.
Okie dokie. Are you guys gonna talk to Margie about this plan?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna have to, right?
Yeah, Harl and Blueberry are gonna go hang out in the woods because we kind of call attention.
That's fair. Whoops.
Pop off to the woods with them, to be honest.
Okay. I don't know where the woods are.
Okay, that's alright.
Hold on, let me do some math. They're over here.
Nice.
I don't know why I moved you that far out. Not necessary. Anyway,
Better math joke. I know I'd be able to make a joke about trees here, but I'm not, so I can't.
so you guys go back over to Margie's house.
Azilla, maybe you speak with her. I'm
Okay,
not good at plans.
So if we're gonna set this up, I'll probably take Clank with me.
Okay.
I think all of you
To
went,
come.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to see the smoke
Except-
pile.
except for
The good
Harl,
part.
Brynox, Blueberry, and Ladybird.
I thought we left Ladybird with the train.
Did you?
I thought so
Oh,
because we didn't want to risk him.
I thought that there wasn't really a risk because she got the blink thing going on.
I did forget about the link thing.
Yeah, she's a blink dog. And I forgot we were in a
Lady
different
Bird
city
Dog.
where we're not staying at the hotel, but nonetheless, let's not burn this one down either.
Oh, that's true. You guys haven't even gotten a room yet.
Oh god. No, yeah, we did, because I pissed off Shorty McGee over there.
Yeah, you guys were just drinking.
That's right, we didn't. It's the same day. Okay.
It feels like it's been 2 weeks.
Alright, so this time I knock on the door, but I go ahead and open it and walk through.
Okay. That's not you. You see Margie sitting there, and she kind of breathes a sigh of relief when she sees that it's you. Like she was expecting somebody else. She's like, "Oh, what did you guys decide?"
I'm gonna get into a barrel.
This one's gonna get into a barrel.
Oh,
Right.
gods.
I just look at your smoke powder collection. Good evening. This is Clank. I'm Reginald Fitzjeffrey Splodington the Ninth. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. This gentleman is named Al. We're not sure what his bag is yet, but we're going to find out shortly. We've heard that you need assistance.
Yeah, I mean, it would be greatly appreciated.
So what we're going to do, Margie, is we're going to procure one of your barrels. So when they come in to pick up their order, our friend here will be tagging along with them, and hopefully that'll be the last you see of these hooded figures.
And it's like, excellent, and march out back.
Okay, so Clank, you go around back and grab an empty barrel, and roll it around to the front and climb on in.
I have to work on it first.
Oh, okay, and you start working on it. Roll a Tinker's Tools or Artificer Tools, whatever, check, and also roll a Deception check.
What are those tools checks based on? I haven't taken.
I think Intelligence plus Proficiency for the Artificer Tools.
I got
You've
my new
almost
giant
certainly got
dice.
expertise in that. Oh, I love giant dice. I've got one here, but it's like a pound of acrylic.
Yeah, I got a second
If I
one,
roll
so
it
now
on
I don't have
anything,
to
it'll
roll
break.
it twice for advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
10, 12, 13, 16 for the tools.
Okay.
Also in this instance, I don't have to pick the first one up off the floor to roll again. Deception is 15.
Okay. You make a very convincing false bottom for the barrel that you fit underneath, and it's very well sealed, so you don't have to worry about the boom powder slipping past into where you are.
But I won't die in the other half.
Right. Yeah, you got air holes. You managed to drill the air holes at the exact right angle that they are invisible from a standing position.
Good work. Looks like those cultists really roughed up your shop, Margie.
No. No, this is just how it always looks.
Well, you
You
need to
know
hire
how to
some
stop
lab
dogging on
assistants.
her.
You want to help clean it up, you're more than welcome.
Ooh, no, I see the problem here. Do you want some kind of mechanical claw to get all this stuff off of high shelves and whatnot?
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
Great. Yeah. Well, I need something to do while we wait for these never-do-wells. I'll get to work. Yes. In fact, if you're done with that barrel, Clank, if you want to help, let's spiffy up this woman's workshop here, so she doesn't have to deal with all of this noise on her own. Unless you want that chair to, like, walk on its own or something. You know, we have these designs for a mechanical gorilla that we just... It never got off the ground, but maybe we can modify them or something. Or maybe we can make that chair go really fast or something.
That sounds horrendous. Please don't touch my chair. A
Right,
mechanical
just-
extended hand thing would be great, though.
Great, right. Just the mechanical hand. All right, well, fair enough. Clank?
sit down and start designing.
Okay, well then I'm going to roll Tinker's Tools, and I'm going to do with advantage. And we're going to get this lady some mobility aid up in here. Where's my other 20? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I'm asking you, Rob. 18 plus 5 is 23 plus... What's our proficiency bonus for? Right? Is that what our proficiency bonus is at this level?
It should be 3.
Just 3? Okay. Oh, no, wait. Yes?
Yeah, it's 6th level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so 3 is 6. 31.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you managed to make... It's not even like one of the little grabby thingies that is very simple and just a stick. Like, it's on like the Mickey Mouse helpful hands, the handy fishing pole thing. It's a very good hand.
Right, so if you press this button, it collapses down to just under a foot, and you can stow it in your little bag there. And then it goes up to 20 feet here with pressing these buttons.
Whoa.
And
20 feet is a little much. You rolled a 31, but I'll let it collapse, but maybe like 5 feet.
Fine. And if you press these buttons here, the poison dots come out if somebody should bother you in your own shop again.
The cast is comprised of Lynn, Bryson, Anna, Sierra, Emily, Zach, and Rob. Featuring special guest star Pavel Zborowski. Executive producers Rob and Zach, sound mastering by Zach, video editing by Rob. Virtual tabletop is Tailspire. Our minis are provided by Hero Forge, and our music is from Pixabay.
Ooh, magic crystals. Oh, hey, it's Pavel again. Thank you so much for listening, and thanks to everyone at Petrolith for having me on. Actually, to show my gratitude, I have invited a certain someone from the Petrolith crew to be a guest on a podcast that I run with some comedian friends. It's called Eerie Exploits. It's all about comedians playing D&D to face the darkest fantasy imagined by humankind. Corporate capitalism. It's really funny and silly and satirical. And season 1 is already online. So to give you an idea, here are a couple highlights. Delve into the only D&D comedy podcast with a rotating cast of chaotic comedians.
I'm gonna go ahead and instigate. Hey Rob, look like school's out, bitch.
wait, who are you in this instance?
I don't know if I'm here or not.
Oh, not yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Where dark fantasy meets corporate reality. Most of the best dwarf parts went to those mining ghouls. A lot of sturdy arms.
Excuse me, what parts?
Where the environment is exploited for profit.
I don't think that ghouls who do not understand the intricacies of mine work is the solution. My colleagues died during one of the numerous tremors that are the result of digging too deep, too fast.
Where the public is largely apathetic.
Build a better future for all of us.
I don't care about the future. That's for old people.
The city's fate depends on an unemployed mine worker.
There is a crack forming. It is going to kill us all if we do not get out right now.
A corporate drone intern.
She means business. She has respect for no gods or men. You better look up.
A failed revolutionary with debilitating addiction.
You begin to hallucinate. You see your own father. This is your revolution, your mighty revolution.
Shut up, Dad! You're so mean.
With a dungeon master with a rather cosmic sense of humor.
Do you think they strategically explode minds as soon as somebody mentions the word union? Just like a trigger word.
At this, the trembles kick up again once more.
Eerie Exploits. See you in the Necropolis, wherever you get your podcasts.